Have you ever wondered how cells generate energy? Imagine a bustling city at peak hour with a constant flow of traffic and energy. That's what's happening inside your cells right now. In the heart of the cell, the mitochondria, a process called the electron transport chain is occurring. This process is the final and most crucial stage of cellular respiration, where the cell's primary energy currency, ATP, is generated. It all begins with electron donors, NADH and Fad8-2, carrying high-energy electrons. These molecules are the products of earlier stages of cellular respiration, and they serve as the fuel to kickstart the process. These high-energy electrons are then passed through a series of protein complexes, complex 1, 2, 3, and IV, located in the inner mitochondrial membrane. NADH donates its electrons to complex 1. As the electrons move through, protons are pumped into the intermembrane space. Fad8-2, on the other hand, donates its electrons to complex 2, but unlike NADH, it doesn't pump protons across the membrane. The electrons then move on to coenzyme Q, a mobile electron carrier, which accepts the electrons and transfers them to complex 3. As the electrons traverse through complex 3, more protons are pumped into the intermembrane space. Next in line is cytochrome C, a small protein that accepts the electrons from complex 3 and delivers them to complex IV. Here, the electrons are finally accepted by molecular oxygen, which results in the formation of water. This constant movement and transfer of electrons and protons create a proton gradient across the inner mitochondrial membrane. The potential energy stored in this gradient is then harnessed by ATP synthase, an enzyme that drives the synthesis of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. This process is known as chemiosmosis. So, in essence, the electron transport chain is a beautifully orchestrated process that uses the transfer of electrons to pump protons across a membrane, creating a gradient. This gradient then powers the production of ATP, the cell's energy currency. Just like a bustling city, the electron transport chain is a hub of activity and energy, vital for cellular function and life as we know it. So next time you're out in the rush hour, remember there's a similar hustle and bustle happening on a microscopic scale inside each and every cell in your body.